students, welcome to ASCA Online Tutors. In the previous lesson, we learned what the cells are, how they were discovered, and how you can see them through the microscope. If you haven't watched that lesson yet, please go watch it first. The link is given in the description below. In today's lesson, we will be learning about the animal and plant cells in detail. So let's get started. This is what the animal cell looks like. So first we need to understand what the animal cells are. Basically, they are the structural and functional units of animal. They are eukaryotic cells, which means that they have a true nucleus enclosed by a nuclear membrane. Now you must be wondering, what does it mean by true nucleus enclosed by a nuclear membrane? Let me tell you. It means that the cell's genetic material, which is DNA, is stored inside a separate compartment called the nucleus. And the nucleus is surrounded by a protective covering called the nucleus membrane. So you can think of it as a school. The principal office is where all the important decisions are made, right? And the office is surrounded by walls and doors. Similarly, the nucleus is the control center of the cell, and the nuclear membrane acts like the walls of the principal's office, protecting the DNA inside. Now let's learn about the four important components of the animal cells. So this is the cell membrane. Cell membrane is the thin, flexible outer covering of the cell. It surrounds the cell and protects its contents. What's its function? It gives the shape and protection to the cell. It controls what enters and leaves the cell. For example, nutrients, water, oxygen, and waste. It also acts like a security gate for the cell. So you can think of it as a security gate of a school. It allows students and teachers to enter, but always keep the unwanted people out. Then comes the cytoplasm. It's a jelly-like fluid that fills the inside of the cell, and the cell organelles are suspended in it. So what's its function? It holds on the organelles in places. It provides a medium where many chemical reactions takes place. It also helps transport material within the cell. So it's like a fish swimming in water inside an aquarium. The water represents the cytoplasm and the fish represent the organelles. Then comes the nucleus. So the nucleus is the control center or brain of the cell. It contains the cell's DNA, genetic material, which controls growth, reproduction, and all cell activities. What's its function? It controls the activities of the cell. It stores genetic information, DNA, and it also controls when the cell should have to grow, divide, and make proteins. Then comes the mitochondria. It's the powerhouse of the cell. It produces energy for the cell, and that process is called the respiration. As you guys can see that the animal cell is more irregular in shape than the plant cell. So we have understood what the animal cells are, right? Now let's look into the plant cell. The plant cells are also eukaryotic cells, which means that they also have true nucleus enclosed by a nuclear membrane and contain membrane-bound organelles. In fact, plant cells also have cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus, and mitochondria just like animal cells. So what makes the plant cell different? The first difference is the cell wall. The cell wall is a strong, rigid outer layer made of cellulose that surrounds the cell membrane. What's its function? It gives the plant its shape and strength. It protects the cell from the damage, and it supports the plant and helps it stand upright. Another major difference in the plant cell is the chloroplast. So the chloroplast is a green organelle that contains chlorophyll that has pigment which absorbs the sunlight. It also helps in the process of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis, as you all know, it's a process through which the plant makes its own food. So what's the function of chloroplast? It captures sunlight, carries out photosynthesis, allowing plants to make their own food. It also releases oxygen into the atmosphere. Another difference is the vacuole, or the large central vacuole. The large central vacuole is the fluid-filled sac found in the center of the plant, as you can see here. What's its function? It stores water, mineral, food, and waste materials. It also maintains pressure inside the cell, keeping the plant firm and upright. And it also provides water to the plant whenever it's needed. And the plant cell is more regular in shape than the animal cell. Hope you enjoyed today's lesson. I will see you in the next lesson with more information. Thank you.